Hi there, welcome back to the Villa. It's been another long absence for us, but we're finally back with a nice little review here. I'm Emmett Ryan, I'm with Ger Healy, our geek in chief. And Ger, what are we looking at today?
Today, Emmett, we're reviewing the Medion Ecoya P6620, also known as the Aldi laptop.
First impressions, what did you make of this device?
Well, this laptop has been designed as a home user media laptop. It comes with Vista Home Premium, a good sized hard disk, inbuilt webcam, microphone, brilliant screen, decent speakers. I mean, it's looking like a good laptop.
So it's got fairly good specs and it's got a couple of things you'd expect as standard. So optimistic start though.
Exactly, optimistic start, looking good.
So gotten off to a pretty good start, Ger, but does it keep it up?
Unfortunately not, Emmett. The big problem is when you're browsing on the internet with Internet Explorer, or even if you're using Firefox, there seems to be an issue with the inbuilt mouse on the laptop. It zooms in uncontrollably without user input. So you could be just on walkforcf.ie, for example, and it will zoom into top left hand corner, size 120 font.
Well, thanks for the shameless plug for my other website, but yeah, I think even if that's sort of a situation, it wouldn't be much good to me. So, Ger, problems with sort of some of the way the screen works for the user, well, at least in the model we had. What about the keyboard? How did you find that?
Well, Medion decided to do something quite innovative, quite different. They put a keypad in on the right hand side. Now, for anybody who uses a desktop PC, if you imagine the numbers on your right hand side, the separated numbers on your right side, they've taken that entire keyboard and squashed into the keypad on the laptop. Now, the big problem with this is when you're typing, all the letters have been shoved slightly to the left, which means if you're typing quickly, you'll hit the wrong key, which is an absolute pain if you're trying to write an email or work with Microsoft Word.
So, Ger, you've had a few things we discussed here so far. Was there anything else that stood out for you really about this laptop?
Well, the last point I'd like to bring up was the power lead. If you're whenever you're running off the mains and you had the power lead plugged in, once the battery got to 100% charge or full charge, the power lead the transformer started buzzing.
Was it loud or what?
It was loud enough to be annoying. I'll put it this way: if you're not listening to music, you'll hear it, and it'll get on your goat.
So if you're trying to work with this, it's just going to be like you're writing up an essay, writing up an article, something that's just going to get on your goat, basically.
Exactly. I know. Obviously, there's two solutions. You can either work off the battery, which will, well, you'll run down your battery, and you can't use it if you go on the train, or you take the battery out of the laptop, and you've no surge protection, which means if there's a surge in the power, you can fry your laptop.
Right. So okay. On the whole, the impression I'm getting here got off to a good start, but things kind of fell apart pretty quickly for you here. So what type of a grade are we looking at?
Unfortunately, it's quite a low grade. We're looking at a 3 out of 10, and I think I'm going to go back to my Dell.
Well, that's good news for at least one company here. But today, from here, I'm Emmett Ryan.
I'm Ger Healy.
For Villa 81, good evening.